Take me way, way.
Hayward and Albany both lost in overtime in their last games. So they'll look to learn from those tough overtime losses, each team, and try to get a win today. Welcome to NorCal Sports TV to the American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock. Good morning to you from American Canyon High School, as Albany will take on Hayward. Albany is 17-4 and 4-2 overall. Two of those losses from Salesian. They've had some heartbreaks lately, and Ariana Dizon had a chance to catch up with Albany coach Bill Tressler.
Okay, Rihanna Dizon here with head coach of Albany High School, Coach Bill Tressler. Coach, you guys are coming off a tough overtime loss against J. Sarah Catholic. What can you take from that game to help you be victorious today?
Well, we did a lot of good things on Saturday. We played a really quality opponent, super tough. It didn't work out at the end. That's sometimes what happens on the road, but we did enough good things so that we come out with the same intensity level and play defense as well as we did Saturday. We'll be happy.
So with that being said, what can we expect from you on the defensive end today?
Well, we play man-to-man defense. We try to pressure the ball, fight through screens, and then we really try to do a good job boxing out once the ball goes up on the glass.
Well, good luck to you today. Thank you.
Thanks, Brianna. Then we have Hayward, and you look at their record, they're 5-8. But those 8 losses, they all been pretty close, and there's been a theme. Missed free throws. And talking with Sonny Ojala, the head coach for Hayward, it's a lesson learned that they need to get through. And we had a chance to catch up with Coach Ojala, with Rihanna Dizon at half court.
Rihanna Dizon here with head coach of Hayward High School, Coach Sonny Ojala. Now, your team is coming off of a very close game last Friday night, a loss in overtime against Arroyo. What can you take from that game to help you be victorious today?
Well, we've got to make some free throws. That's our biggest, that's been our biggest downfall this year. We've lost a lot of close games because of free throws.
And I saw in your keys for the game, you mentioned that you wanted a fast and early start. How are you going to accomplish that?
Well, we want to get out and run. They're systematic. They want to run their stuff, and we want to get out and run.
Thanks. Good luck to you, Coach. Thank you.
Here are the starting lineups.
For the Hayward Farmers, number 3, a junior guard, John Tapp. A junior guard, number 10, Ossie Davis. Number 11, a senior forward, Ray Phillips. A senior guard, Darren Johnson. At center, a junior, number 33, Malik Williams. The Albany Cougars.
That's the starting lineup for Hayward now, Albany.
Number 1, Mikhail Rodriguez. A junior, number 2, Angelo Gilbert. A senior guard, number 10, Julian Bryant. At forward, a senior, Ezra Raymond, 20. And the senior forward, Avery Finch, number 24.
That's the starting lineups for both teams. Albany lost to J. Sarah Catholic in overtime, 62-60. They're kind of the overtime kids. They've had 4 games going to overtime. They lost to Encinal 57-52. They beat St. Pat 63-60 in overtime. They beat De Anza in double overtime 59-57. And then their last game on Saturday, 62-60. They lost. Keys for them, fast start to work through this early game start. Learn from the last 2 losses for long-term to push through Division III tough teams like Salesian and Campo. And mental toughness. This is the 4th game in 7 days for the Cougars in white. Hayward in their gray uniforms. Keys for them, well, to make the free throws. Also fast starts. But they've won their 2 games that have started at 10 or 11 o'clock. Ray Phillips, their leading scorer, missed that first shot of the game. Learn from those close losses to get wins, and that's Avery Finch, the 4-year varsity player, with the layup. And defend the paint, and Mr. Finch just demonstrated why they need to defend the paint. Left-hand hook is missed by Malik Williams. And A.J. Gilbert, a 3-year varsity player, averaging just over 8 points a game and nearly 4 assists. Got a lot of experienced varsity basketball players on this Albany squad. Finch nails the 16-footer because they play in the same league as Salesian, and they've been beat in the playoffs by Camp Alindo. And they're just what they like to be called the neighborhood team. These kids have been playing together since middle school. Good defense by Rodriguez. Bailey with the basketball. Gets it down low to Williams, and the power layup is good. Finch is averaging just nearly 12 points a game, nearly 10 rebounds, leads the team with 16 Wilsonburgers. Those are block shots. Nice move to the basket, and Julian Bryant with the pass, and Finch with the layup, and it's 6-2 here early from American Canyon. DJ Trev, partner of NorCal Sports TV. DJ Trev 209 at gmail.com, a longtime partner of NorCal Sports TV, and will be our DJ for the 2019 All NorCal Games. That's DJ Trev. We appreciate you joining us here on NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock. We've got our 4-camera setup here ready to bring you all of the action. We've got 6 games. Next up will be Christian Brothers versus Mission. Slow down, big fella. Rodriguez versus El Cerrito at 2. Concord out versus Alisal at 3:30. The home team, American Canyon, will host Benicia. And then Alameda versus Menlo School at 6:30. The American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV. Near steal by Finch. Ossie Bailey with the basketball. He drives. Kicks it to Taft. Man-to-man defense, as Coach Tressler mentioned in the pregame. 4 shot, doesn't go. And the long rebound goes to Bryant, another 4-year player. averaging 14 and a half points a game. Had 14 in the tough loss against Jay Sarah when we got a foul. Fouls on Williams. Inbound for the Cougars in their white uniforms. I've never seen Albany play, but we've been to their gym and have probably done 6-7 games. And just a reminder for you Albany fans, we will bring you the T-Cal Rock Championships on Saturday, February 9th. Mark your calendars. The boys game at 5 and the girls at 7. Maybe we'll see Albany in that boys game. Hand check as Taft drives, and Bryant is called for the foul. And a steal on a lazy pass. Sanders just came into the game, but the layup doesn't go by Rodriguez, and Ray Phillips with the rebound, averaging 15 points a game, had 15 in the overtime loss to Arroyo. In the low block to Aussie Bailey. The Farmers working the offense. And a drive and a basket. Darren Johnson. 6'4" here early. You think of Hayward High School basketball, Eddie House has got to come to the forefront of great players there, and you're looking at alumni, the Del Rio brothers, John Miller, voice of the Giants, Hayward High School, and the greatest football coach of them all, not Bill Belichick, Bill Walsh. Phillips with the basket. Shots out wide left by Gilbert. And since the timeout, Hayward's put together a number of possessions. And then we've got a player control foul on Aussie Bailey. Our officials, Javier Peño and Mark Chapman here from American Canyon High School. Max Yoshida checks in for Ezra Mander. Yoshida, 6-man off the bench for Coach Tressler, had 14, was the leading scorer against J. Sarah Catholic in their overtime loss. Sanders with the pretty shot, and it's 10-6. And credit Hayward too. They're running their offense. Their little motion. That 16-footer doesn't go, and the long rebound goes to Yoshida, but then he's called for the travel. When you can get the ball at the elbow at 16 feet and check the air conditioning and the velocity of everything, that's a shot that's going to fall almost every time at any level. Sanders with the bench scoring. Taft drives, loses the control of the basketball. And Hayward will reset. Nice block shot, but it falls into the hands of Khalees Bailey. Now there's 3 Baileys on this team. No relation to Vonnie and Aussie Bailey. And then we got another turnover. There's the block shot, but Khalees Bailey being in the right place at the right time. And appreciate both of these coaches giving us time yesterday of helping us prepare for this broadcast, and hopefully it reflects. Coach Tressler and Coach Ogla. Taft drives. Nice move. Nice move by Ray Phillips. Got the defender in the air, drew the foul, and he'll get a couple of free throws. You know what I like about today's game, Dion? We're seeing some mid-range shooting. It's not the old long range. Let's just chuck up the threes. Phillips makes the first free throw. Lorenzo Rodriguez checks in for Darren Johnson. And both teams off to a good start, in my opinion, with this 11 o'clock start from American Canyon. Finch with the rebound. Drives right to the basket. It's pretty easy for the big fella. I like how he plays. And shooting over 50% from the field. Phillips misses that shot in the paint, and Albany will run. Yoshida misses. Finch tips, no good. Another tip, and the Farmers come up with it. Aussie Bailey will bring down the basketball. And she's probably watching. Christy Prasad, we really appreciate the Hayward Athletic Director who helped us bring you Marin Catholic, Bishop O'Dowd, NFHS Playoffs, North Coast Section Championship. We've got a foul underneath the basket, and Bailey going strong to the basket. He's fouled. He's not as big as Finch, but his heart was strong on that one. Aussie Bailey. Now, you know, 8 losses by 7 points, 6, 6, 4, 5, 4, 12, and 3. Coach Ogla, what was the one? Is there one thing? Yes, missed free throws. As a team, Hayward is shooting 47%. So when they can work, and he's tried shooting before practice, shooting during practice, shooting at the very end of practice, hot gym, cold gym, he's tried it all, and it has not worked, and that's really been the difference. Here's the foul underneath the basket. Nice move. And David Wolf off the bench will get a couple of free throws. So usually the coaches, yeah, well, we need to play better defense and need to do this. Chris, we got to improve our free throw shooting. So there it is. Let's see if they can get it solved. Like I said, they're 5-8 overall and 1-3 in conference. Close games. Bad pass, and Yoshida intercepts it, then loses control of the basketball and throws up a wild shot that's rebounded by Khalees Bailey. Hands it off to Aussie Bailey. And another bad pass, but the Farmers were able to get it back. And the lefty, Lorenzo Rodriguez, takes advantage. Yoshida at the buzzard. Couple of quick baskets here to end the quarter, and it's 17-11 Albany. You're watching the American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to expensive hotel meeting rooms with a new location in Fresno on West Shaw. Straight 8 Sports, custom basketball uniforms. Stand out from the rest, why not? The official uniform provider of the 2019 All NorCal Games. Go to www.straight8sports.com to learn more. And the 2019 All NorCal Games, the largest all-star event on the West Coast, returns April 7th, 2019 to Las Positas College in Livermore, California. And Photo Pro Sports, specializing in team and individual sports photography, www.photo-pros.com. And Simply Basketball. Follow Simply Basketball on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for the best highlights Northern California has to offer. Check it out.
17-11 Albany. We start the second quarter here from American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV. Down low to Finch. He's been pretty efficient there, and he continues. (19-11) Albany. Ray Phillips. And Gilbert, or actually Wolf, had plans to do with that basketball but didn't possess the ball first, and it goes out of bounds. Another mid-range shot. Next game for Albany, they'll be at St. Patrick, St. Vincent on Wednesday the 23rd. They beat St. Pat's in overtime. Lorenzo Rodriguez. Another mid-range shot. Drive. But Finch isn't blocked off. You got to block off the leading rebounder on your opponent, or that'll be the result. Down low to Finch. He's got various options. Nice pass, but it's slapped away. 10 on the shot clock. David Wolf with the drive, goes strong to the basket, and he's fouled. It was a pretty shot block, but got him with the body. Wolf makes the first. Ezra Mander checks in, back in, and Hobson will take a rest. So Bill Tressler is a guidance counselor at Salesian High School. He was once the head coach there. And his assistant, Bill Mellis, who's now the head coach. He's in his 7th season here. He was also head coach at SF State at one time. In his 6 seasons, he's 135 in 60. 21-15. Farmers basketball. Taft misses the shot. It's tipped away, but Hayward will retain possession. 17 on the shot clock. That three doesn't go. Bryant with the rebound, and he'll push. Hayward gets back on defense. Nice move, Julian Bryant. So Albany is in the T-Cal Rock. Hayward is in the Western Alameda County Conference, the Shoreline. As we mentioned, they lost to Arroyo 52-49. They'll be at Encinal on Wednesday. It was 17-11 after one. Drive doesn't go. Good defense by Albany. Wild shot by Mander. And ball out of bounds goes to Hayward. Albany had the numbers, but didn't take advantage. As we mentioned, we've got 5 other games. Next up will be Christian Brothers of Sacramento take on Mission of San Francisco. Then Rodriguez versus El Cerrito at 2. Drive doesn't fall for Taft. And then Bryant goes right to the basket for the dunk. And he's fouled. Bryant, a senior, 4-year varsity guy, and he attacks the basket with a lot of passion here. Couple of free throws for Bryant. He's averaging 14.5 points a game. He had 10 against J. Sarah Catholic on Saturday. So Albany, this is their 4th game in 7 days. 10-point lead. Largest of the game for the Cougars. Finch with the chicken strip and the layup the other way. And we've got a timeout. Hayward. The American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV, is brought to you in part by Meeting Rooms on Demand. Great value and rates in the Bay Area, Fresno, Las Vegas, and Phoenix. American Asphalt, where I'm taking the day off today, taking care of business in Northern California for 35 years. The 2019 All NorCal Games, largest all-star event on the West Coast, returns to Las Positas College in Livermore on Sunday, April 7th. Straight Sports, official uniform provider of the 2019 All NorCal Games. Stand out from the rest. STR, the number 8, straightsports.com. Photo Pro Sports, specializing in team and individual sports photography. Photo-pros.com. The Maher Law Group, a professional law corporation covering Contra Costa, Solano, and Napa County. Fit Pro Go, most delicious shake ever, made from real California milk. Ask for it at your local grocer. And don't forget DJ Trev, our DJ today, a longtime partner of NorCal Sports TV, and he will be our DJ for our event. It's our 3rd annual All-Star, largest event in the West Coast. Make your plans. See what Hayward can do off the timeout. Bailey misses. And then we've got a foul the other way. Mander scoring. Phillips has 5. Finch leads all scorers with 12. At the free throw line, Ezra Mander, a senior, 3-year varsity player, averaging close to 5 a game. That's the first. Jeffrey Hobson checks in for Albany. Mander makes both. Finch also has 8 rebounds. .14 lead Seems in the second quarter that Albany consistently getting down on their end is converting those into points. Phillips with the basketball. Guarded by Hobson. Goes by him, back rim on that shot. And Albany had possession and then turned it over. Ends up in the hands of Bailey, and Aussie Bailey will set up. Drive that goes nowhere and then nearly turned over by Rodriguez. It'll be 10 on the shot clock. Finch back in the game. Solid defense by Finch. Then helps. I don't think they're going to whistle him for the foul here. We'll see. Well, I like how he helps on defense, but yet doesn't come out of control to try to block the shot. So that's very important when you're the big man on your team. So the struggles for Hayward at the free throw line continue. They make the free throw, but then it's a line violation. So the woes continue, and it's not free when you're not making them. Finch wants the ball at the low block. He gets it, but nice help by Bailey. But Albany sticks with it. Coach Tressler calls out a play. Little two-man game. Nice pass by Finch. And then hustles on the air ball and gets the putback. He's going to have a double-double before we get into halftime. No cheese. I mean, 10 rebounds or 10-plus points. Offense working. And then see how Finch goes. He makes the pass. He doesn't admire the pass. He goes right to the basket. And Hayward, you have to be aware of their big guy. He passes from the high key. He's going to go down to the basket. And he got the easy putback. 16-point lead. And then Ray Phillips with the layup. Much needed basket. It's been a long run for Albany. Aussie Bailey. Nice move. Rodriguez, left-hander, going right and makes the left-handed shot. And then Hayward is caught sleeping on defense. You got to turn and face the ball and protect the basket, and Hayward did neither. And it ends up being the basket and a chance for the old-fashioned three. So you can't allow – you got to cut off the dribbler way before then. Finch and Hobson will take a rest. Yoshida and Sanders check in. Free throw is missed, and Ray Phillips with the basketball. And then another horrible pass by Hayward, and Sanders lays it up and draws the foul. And that's a 5-point swing there. Darren Johnson with the reach in. You just can't throw that pass. What do we call those, Dion? Those lazy, dripping with gravy passes were just so attractive for the defender to intercept and turn the other way. And it's not like Albany is overplaying, but I think if Hayward mixed in a couple of ball fakes there, they might be able to cut to the basket off that. But you got to learn and play on your feet and adjust to the opponent. Nice drive by Taft, and he's fouled. And he'll get a couple of free throws. And there's the last drive. And Taft at the charity stripe. And there's a mental thing too, because I don't think they're all horrible free throw shooters. But when you go up to the line and you practice it and it's become such a theme, it's having that mental toughness to work over. They missed both free throws. And going up there, hey, we know everybody in the gym thinks we're going to miss the free throws. Smile a little bit and go up there and work through it. I won't mention his name, but he plays for the Philadelphia Eagles, and he played for us over at Monte Vista. He was not a good free throw shooter in high school. So we just told him, smile a little bit. Everybody in the gym thinks you're going to miss it anyway. Relax, and he improved his free throw shooting by just blocking out the noise. Got to get a shot off here. Close the first half. Finger roll goes by Gilbert. And it's a 19-point lead. So a strong half or a second quarter by Albany. So Albany outscores Hayward 21-8, and we're at halftime 38-19. You're watching the American Canyon MLK Showcase powered by NorCal Sports TV. Let me introduce it because I want to give him some love. Oh. Well, we were planning out our day today, and I was looking at our calendar, and it's a 3-year partnership that we have had with Vincent R. Maher. And we want to say, Vincent, we appreciate your support of NorCal Sports TV. You need an aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800. 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation. So we're at halftime of the American Canyon MLK Showcase powered by NorCal Sports TV. This is the first game. Our 12:30 game will be Christian Brothers versus Mission God, I've screwed that up twice today, Dion. Versus Mission of San Francisco. Then Rodriguez versus El Cerrito in Game 3 at 2 o'clock. Concord versus Alisal at the 3:30 game. Then Benicia will take on our gracious host, American Canyon High School, at 5 o'clock. And then Game 6 will be Alameda versus Menlo School. So if you want to come out here There's still plenty of time. We've got 5.5 games left. A great event, and we are very honored to be here today covering this event. The American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV. Tomorrow, well, first of all, let's just talk about our social media. While we are covering this game with our fantastic crew, we are posting highlights of the replays that we show during our games on our social media platforms at NorCal Sports TV, or where you're watching the game today on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. I'm embarrassed by this. This was my goal today, besides trying to do a good job for the folks watching it. We need to get over, we're right there, 4,000 subscribers on our YouTube channel. We want to keep building. So go to our youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV channel and subscribe, and you'll get alerts to all of our games. youtube.com/NorCal Sports TV. You are watching the American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV. Score, missed that first shot of the game. Learn from those close losses to get wins, and that's Avery. Got a lot of experienced varsity basketball players on this Albany squad. Finch nails the 16. Bailey with the basketball. Gets it down low to Williams, and the power layup is good. Bounds, leads the team with 16 Wilson Burgers. Those are block shots. Nice move to the basket. And a drive and a basket. Here early. You think of Hayward High School basketball, Eddie House has got to come. Overtime loss. And Hayward will reset. Nice block shot, but it falls into the hands. Coach Tressler and Coach Ojala. Taft drives. Nice move. Drives right to the basket. It's pretty easy for the big fella. I like how he played. The Hayward athletic director who helped us bring you Marin Catholic, Bishop O'Dowd, NFHS playoffs, North work, and he's tried shooting before practice, shooting during practice, shooting at the very end of practice. And another bad pass, but the Farmers were able to get it back. And the Yoshida at the buzzard. Down low to Finch. He's been pretty efficient there, and he continues. Ray Phillips, Patrick St. Vincent on Wednesday the 23rd. They beat St. Pat's in overtime. Clock. Nice move. Julian drive. Doesn't fall for Taft. And then Bryant goes right to the basket for the Finch with the chicken strip. And the layup the other way. Bailey misses. And then we've got a foul. Solid defense by Finch. Then helps. Little two-man game. Nice pass by Finch. And then hustles onto the basket. And he got the easy putback. 16-point lead. And then Bailey, Aussie Bailey. Nice move. And then Hayward is caught sleeping on defense. And then another horrible pass by Hayward. And Sanders lays it up and draws. Learn and play on your feet and adjust to the opponent. Nice drive. Got to get a shot off here. close the first half. Finger roll, score, missed that first shot of the game. Learn from those close losses to get wins, and that's Avery. Got a lot of experienced varsity basketball players on this Albany squad. Finch nails the 16. Bailey with the basketball. Gets it down low to Williams, and the power layup is good. Bounds, leads the team with 16 Wilsonburgers. Those are block shots. Nice move to the basket. And a drive and a basket. Here early. You think of Hayward High School basketball, Eddie House has got to come. Overtime loss. And Hayward will reset. Nice block shot, but it falls into the hands. Coach Tressler, Coach Ojala. Taft drives. Nice move. Drives right to the basket. It's pretty easy for the big fella. I like how he played. The Hayward athletic director who helped us bring you Marin Catholic, Bishop O'Dowd, NFHS playoffs, North work, and he's tried shooting before practice, shooting during practice, shooting at the very end of practice.
Take me way, way.
You know, who's better, but honestly, you know, the Bay's better. You know, we got more dogs on our side.
Start of the second half. And Darren Johnson with the layup. And it's 38-21. First game of the American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV. Malik Williams ends up with the basketball, and Hayward with the drive. And they call it a player control. Dunks missed by Bryant, and Hayward with the basketball. Taft drives, and he'll go to the free throw line. First half scoring. First for Hayward, Rodriguez had 6 off the bench. Phillips 7 for Albany. Sanders with 5 off the bench. Gilbert with 4, Wolf with 4, Bryant with 4, Yoshida with 3, and Avery Finch led all scorers with 14, had 9 rebounds. Albany 9 of 10 from the free throw line. Hayward 1 of 8. And now they are 2 of 10. And I think Finch might have twisted his ankle. Don't want to see those type of injuries, because in basketball, your most important thing are your feet. And I think he got his foot right on top of somebody else's foot, kind of got crunched in there on the missed free throw. A lot of feet to land on, unfortunately, in those situations. Finch has 14 points and 9 rebounds. get some ice on that. So I don't know if it was a knee or an ankle. The American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV, is brought to you in part by Meeting Rooms on Demand, American Asphalt, the 2019 All NorCal Games, Straight Sports, Photo Pro Sports, the Maher Law Group, Fit Pro Go, and DJ Trev, our partners. Hayward basketball. Taft will inbound. 17-11 after one. It was 38-19 at half. 21-8 second quarter for Albany. Taft hits the three, and it's a 13-point game. Nice start for Hayward. Bryant's pass is intercepted, stolen, and then Taft gets the basketball, and we got a foul on Mateo Rodriguez. So it was a 19-point lead and a little 6-0 run to start the second half for the Farmers. I'm Chris Babcock. Thanks for streaming in here on NorCal Sports TV. First of 6 games from American Canyon. Great opportunity for the Farmers here. And then a travel. Ray Phillips had the basketball, leading scorer, but shuffled his feet and was called for the travel. 13-point game. A.J. Gilbert with the basketball. Wide open look by Gilbert, and he nails the three. Albany out-rebounded Hayward 18-7 in the first half. And that is Hayward's first made three of the game that Taft made, as they were 0 for 3 in the first half. And we've got a foul on the arm, and it'll be a couple of free throws for Hayward after the full timeout. You're watching the American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Meeting Rooms on Demand, a unique alternative to expensive hotel meeting rooms with a new location in Fresno on West Shaw. Straight 8 Sports, custom basketball uniforms. Stand out from the rest, why not? The official uniform provider of the 2019 All NorCal Games. Go to www.straight8sports.com to learn more. And the 2019 All NorCal Games, the largest all-star event on the West Coast, returns April 7th, 2019 to Las Positas College in Livermore, California. And Photo Pro Sports, specializing in team and individual sports photography, www.photo-pros.com. And Simply Basketball. Follow Simply Basketball on YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter for the best highlights Northern California has to offer. Check it out.
Malik Williams will be at the free throw line, as Finch has ice on his ankle. Williams with the miss. Maybe they need to make a call to Rick Barry. You know who Rick Barry is and you're a basketball fan? Shame on you. Google it. Williams misses both free throws. Nice delay on the break, but Gilbert can't make the layup, and Hayward with the basketball. Taft gets cut off, and then another turnover. Rodriguez checks in, had 7 in the first half off the bench. Correction, he had 6. Yoshida down low to Mander. 20 on the shot clock for the Cougars. And then we've got 3 seconds in the key. Asked the official, and Mark Chapman gave a very clear and succinct response. Nice positioning by Rodriguez with the rebound. And then goes right to the basket. A.J. Gilbert, he's fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. Albany was 9 of 10 in the first half. Next game will be Christian Brothers of Sacramento versus Mission of San Francisco. Now back up to an 18-point lead. It was 19.5. Albany had a 6-0 run with the basketball, but then Albany's put together a couple of nice possessions. Little give and go. Rodriguez misses the layup. Ball goes out of bounds. Sanders in the game for Mander. So we'd mentioned earlier, Albany's had their 4 losses, 2 of them to Salesian. One pretty handily won by Salesian, but another one, that 3 is good by Bryant, was a 5-point game, and then a 5-point loss to Encinal, and then their 2-point overtime loss to J. Sarah Catholic. So Key is getting better, learning from those. Turnover Hayward. Rodriguez up to Gilbert, misses the layup. Rebounded by Bailey, and it's quickly up the court. And then Rodriguez misses the attempted dunk, but Taft is there to put it back. Sanders, pretty confident, going to the basket with the head fake, puts the ball on the hardwood, goes to the basket, and is fouled. Khalise Bailey and Darren Johnson check in for Taft and Rodriguez. Sanders splits the free throw, and it's the largest lead of the game for Albany. Yoshida overplayed on the passing lane, then Phillips with the catch and goes to the basket. His path is cut off, and the foul is called. 14 fouls on Albany, 3 on Hayward. David Wolf in for Bryant. Johnson drives, and he nets that layup. And then we've got a timeout, Hayward. So we'll go over our lineup once again. If you want to come down and watch these games, it's a great event, or stay at home and watch them on NorCal Sports TV. Christian Brothers and Mission, that'll be our next game. Then Rodriguez versus El Cerrito. Then Concord versus Alisal at 3:30. 5 o'clock game will be Benicia versus the host American Canyon. And then at 6:30 it'll be Alameda versus the Menlo School. American Canyon MLK Showcase powered by NorCal Sports TV. I'm Chris Babcock with our crew here today for 6 games. Tomorrow we'll be at Heritage High School for a BVL matchup. Game will be streamed and also on local television. And then we've got a foul on Darren Johnson. And Billy Donovan checks in for A.J. Gilbert. And he'll inbound the ball. A little triangle offense here for Albany. And then we got a travel. Donovan turns it over. Bailey with the basketball. Johnson back to Bailey. 20 on the shot clock, and Hayward turns it over. Rodriguez up to Yoshida. Doesn't like the numbers, and he'll set the offense. Donovan, a nice move along the baseline. Doesn't go. Long rebound in the hands of Johnson, and he'll run. Doesn't have the advantage, and he's called for the player control foul. Not a real good decision there. You got 4 white jerseys and no gray jerseys along. You go right to the basket, and it's a pretty easy call here. So there are no numbers there. And credit David Wolf for taking the charge here. Hayward zoning up. Albany. Bailey with the board. .15 on the shot clock. Johnson with the layup, going through the paint. Julian Bryant will check in on the next dead ball. Sanders finds the seam of the defense and goes up strong to the basket. He's fouled and will get a couple of free throws. There's the last basket by Johnson. Sanders had 5 points off the bench for Coach Tressler. Free throws, Albany is 12 of 15. Hayward is 2 of 12. Albany's 3 of 5 from long range, 2 of 2 here in the second half. Hayward is 1 of 4. Johnson in the low block, show a little patience. Aussie Bailey goes in to Malik Williams, but nice help defense by Albany, and Williams doesn't draw iron on the power, what should have been a layup. 6 on the shot clock when the Farmers inbound. Khalees Bailey off the inbound. Yoshida misses, and it's 47-33 Hayward. You're watching the American Canyon MLK Showcase, powered by NorCal Sports TV. (47-33). Albany leads Hayward, but a much better job in the third quarter by the Farmers. They actually outscored Albany 14-9 there. Nice ball movement, trying to get into the zone. Then Sanders has that nearly stolen by Johnson. Finch still has the ice on ankles, got a smile on his face, but the big fella wants to get that ankle healthy, and you basketball players know this, athletes, you got to go the bucket soak. It's not meant for the faint of heart. Turnover, Albany. Put that thing in that ice water, mostly ice, soak it for 20 minutes, and walk around. You start feeling the pain come back, put her back in the ice bucket. Have bucket, will travel, and get you better. Hayward basketball. Scoring, Johnson has 8, Phillips has 7, Rodriguez and Taft have 6 for Hayward. For Albany, Finch has 14, he's on the bench hurt. Gilbert has 9, Bryant has 7, and Sanders has 6 off of the bench. Good opportunity here for Hayward. Ball tipped away, and Hayward will inbound. Pretty simple offense there. Khalees Bailey off the assist by Johnson, and it's a 12-point game. And Darren Johnson with the steal goes to the basket, and then this time draws the foul and get a couple of free throws. He just got physical, got the basketball, was going specifically to the basket for one reason, to draw a foul. But they're not free. I think the next move is to hypnotize the folks. Splits of free throws. 11-point game. The zone has done well for Hayward. And Finch has been on the bench. A much-needed basket by Julian Bryant. He now is in double figures with 10. Bailey. Ray Phillips misses, gets his own rebound, or tries to. Helter-skelter, loose on the floor. And ball stays with Albany. They nearly lost that a couple of times. And Johnson is hurt. He's been all over the court. He's been on the court, literally on the floor, a couple of 3 times. .27 on the shot clock when the Farmers inbound. Taft with the basketball. Inside to Williams, and he's called. Thought they might call player control. They didn't. And he will go and shoot a couple of free throws. Shows some patience here, working down low. No free throws. Albany's 6th team foul. Their next foul, and I don't know necessarily if it's a good thing for Hayward. And then we've got a foul called on Bryant, and Ray Phillips will go to the line. He'll be in the bonus. Jeffrey Hobson checks in for the Cougars. That is the 4th foul on Julian Bryant. And with Finch on the bench, not trying to be a poet, Gilbert is their leading scorer. He's in double figures. And good news for the Farmers. Ray Phillips makes the first free throw. Splits them. Gilbert with the basketball over to Yoshida. Hayward's zone has given Albany a little bit of trouble here. Can't seem to get the ball to the high post, and then they do actually get it to the low block, and then Hobson cuts to the basket, and it's a layup. Good offense. Got to attack the zone in the seams, Back rim on that miss by Bailey. Gets the ball back. And then Ray Phillips with the air ball. Up court to Yoshida. Doesn't like the numbers. Makes a good move. Got the lead. They'll reset the offense. Hobson. Yoshida, 10 on the shot clock. Nice pass down along the baseline. But Rodriguez misses the layup. Nice cut to the basket. Speaking of cuts to the basket, Malik Williams. It was 38-22 when Finch left the game. Little secondary break. Actually, it was an original break, and beat the gray shirts, beat the white shirts down the floor. With the 3, Hayward can knock this down to a 10-point game. I'm not saying they have to shoot a 3. I'm just showing you that I can do subtraction. Or just get to the big fella. Malik Williams doing a nice job around the basket here in the last couple of possessions. Goes strong, he gets fouled, and he'll get a couple of free throws. He's already got his defender sealed off right there. Makes the catch and gets fouled. Mander comes over to help, but he's late and called for the foul. It's 18 foul on the Cougars. Williams misses the first. Misses both. You get the stop, have it run some good offense, but when you can't finish with the free throws, makes you tough. That's why they've lost a lot of close games. They've got one loss by double digit. Rest are by 8 or less points, 7 or less points rather. Then we got to travel. Coach Tressler was wondering why the official near half court called the travel when his partner is underneath the baseline. And then Williams is fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Sanders with the board. Gilbert with the basketball. Love the defense by Malik Williams there. Came to help, just had his hand straight up in the air, didn't go for the blocked shot. And his stop enables Ray Phillips to go to the basket. It's a 10-point game. Sanders got the ball off the pass by Mateo Rodriguez, been kind of running the baseline. Williams is feeling it. Misses that layup. Needed to take a little bit more time. But a big make for Sanders, who's doing a good job off the bench for Coach Tressler. Drive and kick. Sanders with another three. Back rim. Rebounded by Taft. Taft goes right to the basket. Doesn't draw iron, and then it's going to be a layup the other way. But Sanders misses. But hustling down is Jeffrey Hobson with the putback. A couple of gray shirts were standing at halftime being spectators instead of participants. And Albany takes advantage. Gilbert with the basketball. Block shot. And we've got a timeout. You're watching the American Canyon MLK Showcase powered by NorCal Sports TV. You got.
You need an aggressive and persuasive criminal defense attorney in Contra Costa, Solano, or Napa County? Contact Vincent R. Maher, attorney at law. You can benefit from the dedicated advocacy of an attorney who's one of the rare criminal trial lawyers in the state to be a specialist certified by the California State Bar. Contact him at 707-427-2800. 707-427-2800. Vincent R. Maher at the Maher Law Group, a professional corporation.
Take me way.
So off the timeout, closing seconds here from American Canyon. Taft misses that layup, and Mateo Rodriguez hasn't shown up strong as far as the stats go here in the fourth quarter, but has done a nice job when they've struggled versus the zone. He's done a good job at distributing the basketball. And everybody likes to measure all these stats, but the four-year varsity player is shown up strong, doing some good things today. So Albany gets their 18th win of the season as they get the victory 57-42 over Hayward. And we will have our Straight Sports standout performer of the game. So Albany works through things and gets the win.
Okay, no problem.
We have our Rihanna Dizon with
Rihanna Dizon here with our Straight Sports player of the game, Angelo Gilbert from Albany High School. Great game for you today. I noticed that you like to attack the basket. What do you think went well for you today?
Just being patient with the offense and getting everybody their shots, and just putting the team before me, and yeah.
In the third quarter, Avery Finch, number 24, he went down. It looks like he hurt his ankle. How would that potentially affect your team in the long run?
Well, last year he had an injury for the whole year. He broke his foot, so we played well without him, but he's a big part of our team, and he's one of our best players, so it's going to be tough to adjust, but we got it.
And I also noticed that you have a lot of seniors on your team, and especially with you being younger, tell me how the relationships are and how that affects the team chemistry.
Well, all my seniors, all my best friends, we're all like brothers, and it's like a family environment in Albany. So yeah, the team chemistry is great.
And next, you're going to take on St. Patrick St. Vincent, who you already beat in overtime. So how are you going to prepare for that game?
We're going to prepare. They have a really good post, a high level D1 post. They have a couple D1 guard. So we're going to just get back in the gym and play good D.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Good luck to you. Back to you, Chris.
From American Canyon High School, where Albany beat Hayward 57-42 to win this American Canyon MLK Showcase game powered by NorCal Sports TV. Any use of this broadcast without the written approval of NorCal Sports TV is strictly prohibited. You've been watching NorCal Sports TV. Thanks to our crew, Jason Green, Kevin Allison, Luis Rangel, Rihanna Dizon, our statistician Jeremy Hurtado, and our director Luis Rangel. I'm Chris Babcock here in Vallejo. Good afternoon, and thanks for being on the show.